My name is Giovanni Rasetta. I was born in Italy, in a little town of province of Pescara in Abruzzo. Well, the life was pretty good. It wasn't much money, but it was happiness. My parents was farmers. We had our own property, well, my father's property, and a small farm, enough to survive anyway. It wasn't much money, but a lot of foods. You know, we never starved or anything. But, all the children went out and got a trade. I worked as an apprentice mechanic for a year. Then I went back to school. I joined an elevator course to fix and maintain elevators. At graduation, I went to work at Torino, northern Italy. After a year and a half there, I moved back to Pescara. I worked there as an elevator serviceman. And in May 1966, I immigrated to Canada as 20 years old. So I went to school here to try and get into my trade, to learn English. And after that, I was looking for a job, and they were asking for a Canadian experience. At a point, I had to give it up because if I don't get to work, I never get experience. So I needed to work. My brother was working in construction, driving those big machines. And he said, if you want to come temporarily with us as a labor, there is a spot. So I said, okay. So I went in. I didn't find it too hard. The money was good. And I gave up looking for my trade, that's all. And I kept going on construction, which from there I only lasted about 3 weeks as a labor, since I had a driver's license from Italy. I picked up the fuel truck to fill the other machines, which my brother brought to the job. And he knew I could drive. He asked me to go and fill the other machines. So it happened that the owner came and saw me. He says, oh, you can drive, eh? A truck? Yeah. He says, well, tomorrow morning you start driving the truck and go. He had a different crew. He says, first you go to that crew, fill up all the machines, then come back here, fill up the machine, then you work. Then I started driving a dump truck. We dug all the Allen Expressway. I was working there, filling up Eglinton and Jane because it was low with all the dirt that we took from the Allen Expressway. The thing is that we were young anyway, so we were racing along Eglinton with trucks. There was a bunch of young people there, you know. It wasn't a work, it was kind of fun. Eh? I had an accident when I was working with them. Right in front of Eglinton, just before you get to Jane, on the flat there was a police station. Right in front of there is a crosswalk. There was a car in front of me. From the other side, a person walking, he pointed his finger and the guy nailed it. Stopped, I couldn't stop. So what I did to avoid to kill him, I just jumped on the sidewalk and I knocked down a post. The car stopped when the police came. He said, oh, he did that to save my life. And I didn't get charged for it. Somebody died there, and because the trucks were in the, well, I knew the guy anyway, he was a friend. He had an accident, the truck just went upside down and he got squished. Because those days seat belts and stuff wasn't, and the truck were old, you know, not well maintained. That's where the unions take, you know, did a lot for us. I joined Local 183 when I was working for this company, Ruben Paving. The business manager was Stefanini. Tony Dioniso was the president. First, Cordero came into the job, and then him and Dioniso came here home, right here anyway, right in this same spot, to sign me. And from there, we went on, and we went to talk with, because like I was a good friend with the people I worked with, and I told them, yeah, I'll sign, but not behind their back, but in front of them. And the company had no problem signing, so they were good people. So we all signed, and we got a deal. We didn't pay the dues, only $1 to join the union, because we went in with the company. I started driving a backhoe, and from there, that's what I did the rest of my life. This company was doing repairs, water main repairs, gas repairs, where the gas, people used to put gas in their hole, or whatever, every other utilities cut site work, cut roads, we would repair it. Well, that's what we did for 29 years. We used the jackhammer to cut the asphalt. We only used a couple of pylons in the middle of the road. No signs, nothing. Do you know where Old Mill Road is? Well, there is just before you get to the old mill, there is a little downhill, and it had rained. In the summertime, when it rains a little bit, the road gets greasy. A car came on the top, you saw the guy carrying, applies the brake, and the car started sliding. The guy luckily saw it, and he jumped into the ditch. And he stopped right against the jackhammer. Well, this is just to tell you what the union brought, the signs and all this stuff that they use today.